Law Group, Swartz immigration firm in Atlanta, Georgia, and New York City. This is home. Today, I want to emphasize on the importance of using legal representative and legal representation for the filing of your immigration benefits in the United States specifically. I want you to understand something. Whatever you give to the U.S. government as evidence or as a sworn statement, you would forget, you might forget, but they will never forget. It is very important to file your case according to the law, to file your case in such a way that you can defend, to file your case in such a way that corroborates with your lifestyle and whatever you are claiming. Today, I want to tell you and give you a strict example of how you can be denaturalized even if you became or become a U.S. citizen. After 30 years, after 20 years, after 40 years, because the U.S. government never forgets. They have powerful databases in which your information will be stored for a very, very long time. Today, I want to give you the structure. The Department of Homeland Security is like a father that has children. One of his children when it comes to immigration is the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. And the other one is the Executive Office for Immigration Review, which is the Immigration Court. And the Immigration Court has a bigger brother, who is the BIA, Board of Immigration Appeals. So, if your case goes before them, you might, for some reason, succeed, even if you are succeeding with lies. But remember that your life is before their eyes. The life you'll be living in the United States unfolds before them. So it is very important for you to use legal representation, licensed representatives to file your cases with this department. I want to tell you a story about a North Miami mayor who is, as we speak, undergoing denaturalization proceedings because of his lifestyle in America. The U.S. Department of Justice filed a civil denaturalization complaint on February 18, 2076, seeking to strip the U.S. citizenship of former North Miami Mayor Philippe Bien-Aimé. The lawsuit filed in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida alleges that Bien-Aimé engaged in an extensive immigration fraud scheme spanning over 30 years. What did I just tell you? You might forget what you give to the U.S. government, but they will never forget because the database is connected and interconnected with all law enforcement agencies in the United States. He had key allegations in federal lawsuits, which included identity fraud. And under identity fraud, prosecutors alleges that Bien-Aimé first entered the USA in 1995 using a photo switch passport under the name Jean-Philippe Janvier. Evading deportation in 2001, a judge ordered Janvier to be deported to Haiti. The Department of Justice claims that Bien-Aimé withdrew his appeal and falsely represented that he had returned to Haiti, while in reality, he remained in the U.S. and adopted his current identity with a new name and birth date. Let me tell you, before you receive your work authorization in America after filing a benefit or petition or relief, the U.S. government will ask you to go for biometrics. That biometric is like a unique identity. It's like a unique name that can never be changed, no matter where you go. So by trying to play with the U.S. government, changing your name and your date of birth, when they already have your biometrics under a given name, it's like playing with fire. Because one day, their systems will connect and all of that information will be revealed. And the next allegation he had, or case, was a case of bigamy and sham marriage. The complaint states that Bien-Aimé obtained a permanent residency through a fraudulent marriage to a U.S. citizen in 2001, while still legally married to a woman in Haiti. He allegedly submitted a counterfeit Haitian divorce certificate to immigration authorities. This one goes to my brothers, both in Nigeria and many other countries, who have wives abroad. And of course, most people do it. You just come here, you're desperate, you really want to get married. Sometimes you even come with your wife, and both of you married different individuals. I want you to understand that in as much as you need help, in as much as you really fall in love to get married to somebody, do the right thing. Let your divorces be done genuinely. Let it not be a thing of play. Contact the right authorities. Contact the right representatives to help you out in carrying out this thing successfully. The next allegation he had was false testimony. During his 2006 naturalization process, he allegedly lied under oath about his identity, marital history, and previous removal order. Investigative findings and impacts. The fraud was reportedly uncovered through a joint initiative between the Department of Justice and the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, called the Historic Fingerprint Enrollment Project, which used fingerprints comparisons to link his two identities. Imagine that he thought, probably, I'm just saying allegedly, if it's true, he thought that he could evade the system. However, if the government succeeds in revoking his citizenship, it could invalidate his past service in public office, as North Miami law requires candidates to be qualified electors and thus U.S. citizens. BNMA served as North Miami mayor from 2019 to 2022. His attorney stated that they are reviewing the filing and intend to respond through appropriate legal channels. Of course, he has attorneys at this point in time. Of course, he was not Miami's mayor between 2019 and 2022. So he has some authority. He had authority over an entire police department. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that frivolous filings can harm you and harm your generation, your children, and many other things that are connected to you. So do the right thing. Do not cut corners. Call SWAS Immigration Firm for help. If you need any question, right now we are doing free counseling, free sessions with people who need help. We are doing pro bono sessions at this time, and also we have paid consultation services for those who have to pay. Our information is info@swasfirm.com or www.swasfirm.com. This is Lee Cameron. I represent SWAS Firm, SWAS Immigration Firm, SWAS Law Group, Soldier with a Soul. This is home. Until next time, I'll see you there.